Your students' public education is facing a state of emergency. Those are the words from Governor Roy Cooper, who today placed blame on state Republican lawmakers. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lena Tillett.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. In the last hour, Cooper delivered an unusual video address urging people to contact their legislators and ask them to oppose the changes.
Public school superintendents are telling me they'll likely have to cut schools to the bone. Eliminate early college, AP, and gifted courses, art, music, sports. If the legislature keeps draining funds to pay for private schools and those massive tax breaks.
So with that, let's go to Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie, joining us live from the Legislative Building with a look now at what the governor is concerned about and why he's saying this now. Laura, what legislative proposals is he exactly concerned about?
Well, he had a whole list of them, Dan, but the two top of his list, I think, were number one, a proposal to expand school vouchers to every family in the state. Right now, we have what they're called opportunity scholarships, school vouchers. We give taxpayer money to families who don't make too much money and to help them pay to send their children to private school. That's been going on for many years. What the new proposal would do would be to basically take off all the income caps for that and say, even if you're $1 million earner, we'll still give you thousands of dollars a year to pay your child's private school tuition. That would be part of it. And then the other part of it is a tax cut proposal that's in the Senate budget that passed last week. And so that tax cut would cut income taxes in the state by nearly half by 2030. And that, of course, would mean billions of dollars less coming into the state's coffers. All the Republican leaders here have said that they think that the growth in the state will make up for the loss that of tax money that would cause.
Laura, why did he do this today?
Well, it's a really interesting time in the legislative session because we have both the House and the Senate have completed their budgets. So they are now in what we call the conference mode. So they're meeting behind closed doors and hammering out a final version of the budget that they're all going to have to vote on. There's a pretty good chance that at least some of these, if not all of these proposals, could end up in that final budget, which would help them get through the House and Senate more quickly. So he's trying to call attention to what's going on, hopefully, in the budget process. However, you've got to remember that when former Democrat, I should say, Representative Tricia Cotham switched parties to the GOP, she gave the GOP a supermajority in the House as well as in the Senate. So right now, Governor Cooper can't really veto bills because they can simply override his veto. So right now, really, the only thing he can do to try to stop legislation is to do what he did today, which is kind of using his bully pulpit, using what comes the attention that comes with his office to try to draw people's attention and try to raise public outcry over these ideas.
Do you think it's working? I mean, we played a bit of that video off the top there. What are the lawmakers you're talking to, though, saying about his speech?
Well, a lot of lawmakers are not here today, but we did hear almost right away from the office of Senate Leader Phil Berger. A spokesman, Randy Breckbiel, sent us a statement that said, meaningless publicity stunts do nothing to improve our educational outcomes in this state. Breckbiel went on to say that the House and Senate will continue to work together to put together a final budget that will, quote, address the needs of parents and students. So nothing particular there toward any of the ideas that the governor is espousing, simply just the way he did it.
Right. Laura Leslie, live for us at the Legislative Building. Laura, thank you.